The phrase "hold my beer" now signals a galactic emergency when humans say it. It started as a whisper on the comm networks of the Galactic Concord. A strange human phrase kept appearing in after-action reports, often right before catastrophic success or total chaos. Hold my beer. Every log entry followed the same pattern. Someone warned the humans not to do something reckless, and they replied with those 3 words. Then things exploded, or worked miraculously. Sometimes both. No one knew what beer even was at first. Some thought it was a weapon. Others suspected it was a command code. It wasn't until the humans explained it was a drink, fermented, intoxicating, and mostly harmless, that the galaxy truly began to worry. Because if a species willingly risked its life while drunk, what else were they capable of? 1. The first incident. It happened on Outpost Gamma 12, a joint military training station. The exercise was simple: repair a power relay under simulated battle conditions. When a stray plasma burst overloaded the conduit, Cadet Mark Jenkins, human, grinned, grabbed a plasma welder, and yelled, "Hold my beer." "You're what?" his reptilian commander, Sergeant Rovac, hissed in confusion. Too late. Jenkins dove headfirst into a shower of sparks so hot the safety drones screeched in alarm. A moment later, the lights flickered back on. "Fixed it," he said proudly, hair smoking. Rovac's report was short and horrified. Human solution effective. Human possibly insane. The phrase "hold my beer" was added to the Concorde's hazard lexicon under Level 3, voluntary madness. 2. The Tirak 4 rescue. A year later, the phrase resurfaced, this time in a life-or-death situation. A refugee freighter was caught in the gravity well of Tirak 4, its engines failing. The ship would be torn apart within minutes. The alien crew panicked, broadcasting distress calls. Then the human pilot, Captain Avery, calmly stood, handed her drink to a bewildered Valthari co-pilot, and said, "Hold my beer." Before anyone could stop her, she vented the cargo bay, using atmospheric drag to slingshot the ship clear of the planet's gravity. The refugees survived. The engines did not. Avery emerged from the wreckage, helmet cracked, grinning through soot. "Next time," she said, "someone remind me to finish my drink first." The phrase was officially upgraded to Level 1 Galactic Emergency. 3. Academic study. The Galactic Behavioral Institute decided to investigate. Dr. Sornal of the Aquatic Ver Collective published a report titled Human Recklessness and the Beer Phenomenon. Humans, he wrote, display a unique neurological condition. When presented with impossible odds, they experience a euphoria response. Instead of fleeing, they innovate, often fatally, but effectively. He concluded with a warning. If a human says "hold my beer," vacate the area. They are about to challenge the laws of physics. 4. The Aureus reactor incident. On Research Station Aureus, a containment failure threatened to vaporize half a moon. Technicians screamed, alarms blared, and the containment shields began to fail. Then a human engineer named Elena Cruz calmly set down her cup and said, "Hold my beer." Her colleagues froze. Before anyone could argue, she climbed inside the overheating reactor core, rewired the feedback coils by hand, and vented the energy through the outer ring. The moon survived. When asked how she knew it would work, she shrugged. "Didn't," she said. "But I had a feeling." The phrase "hold my beer" was now included in every station's evacuation protocol. 5. The Battle of Ilex Prime. Then came the war. The Krath Dominion unleashed a fortress the size of a moon. Every fleet that attacked it vanished. The Concord Council voted to retreat. Except one human colonel. Maya Trent. She opened a fleet-wide channel. "All right, I've got a plan. Hold my beer." Command screamed objections. But she'd already launched. Her carrier accelerated past safe limits, reactor overheating. She ejected the core, guided it manually into the fortress's exhaust vents, and detonated it. The explosion lit up the system. The fortress disintegrated. Trent's last transmission crackled through the comms. "Next round's on me." The war ended that day. The Concorde instituted Protocol HMB-01. Upon hearing the phrase "hold my beer," all non-human personnel must immediately seek shelter and document the event for historical record. 6. The civilian effect. Even civilians caught on. During a flood on the colony world Arivos, a human farmer named Darrell used a repurposed hover tractor as a rescue vessel. When his neighbors doubted it could float, he shouted, "Hold my beer." It did float. Then it flew. The footage went viral across 12 systems. Merchants printed it on shirts. Soldiers painted it on dropships. What was once a warning had become a cultural identity. 7. The experiment gone wrong. Decades later, the Orion Spire project attempted to open a stable wormhole. During the final test, the stabilizers failed, and the wormhole began to collapse inward. Technicians ran for safety, except the human technician, Sam Weller. He handed his canister to the lead scientist and said the words every alien now feared. "Hold my beer." Before anyone could stop him, he jumped into the maintenance shaft, manually realigned the coils, and discharged the buildup through his suit's shielding. The wormhole stabilized. Sam's suit didn't survive. When they pulled him from the debris, singed but smiling, he said weakly, "You owe me another drink." The spire now bears a bronze plaque. In memory of Sam Weller, who stabilized a universe and spilled his beer doing it. 8. The Museum of Human Folly. Centuries later, the Galactic Museum of Sentient History opened a permanent exhibit. When humans said "hold my beer," visitors can walk beneath a holographic display showing 1,000 moments of impossible success, ships saved, planets defended, experiments completed, all preceded by the same 3 words. The museum's guide drones explain. For humans, courage and recklessness are siblings. The phrase "hold my beer" is both a declaration of defiance and a promise of innovation. In the center stands a simple sign. When you hear these words, history is about to happen. 9. The modern era. Today, "Hold my beer" is encoded in every emergency AI database. If detected through human speech recognition, automated systems trigger the following sequence. Phase 1. Evacuation. Phase 2. Deploy rescue drones. Phase 3. Record everything. Because whether it ends in disaster or triumph, it's always worth remembering. 10. The new frontier. Now, as humanity prepares to cross into another galaxy, a new recruit on the flagship Endeavour turns to his captain with a grin. They're staring at a malfunctioning warp core spinning out of control. "Sir," he says, handing over a can, "hold my beer." The captain sighs and keys the intercom. "All hands, brace for historical documentation. We've got another one."